played for higher stakes. Now Gaff inside 50 and Darling, who's changed his diet and changed his footy accordingly.
He's on his left foot, Gaff. Can he conjure something here, Gaff? Get out of my way, Lacroix, he says. Hooks it back towards full forward, and Darling takes the mark. Chance for Menadue. Ricochets back to Cripps. And now Gaff, how's that for a kick?
Duggan sets it all up again for the West Coast. Lacroix, he turned Reed inside out. Gaff could go for home. Steadies, short instead to Kennedy. Slip tackle, almost ball. Big last quarter for Jamie Cripps. Hill gets it out. Gaff. They're all in the party now. Mopped it up. Gaff. Lacroix. Darling. Gaff. Guthrie. Turnover. Gaff. Lysette.
Able to share it around via Weller. Oh, going straight back to McGovern. Now Gaff, as the Eagles can get set again.
Eagles player down in back play.
Margin at 57 points. That'll go into the pass of Gaff. For Lysette, he just gets rid of Robertson. Far from perfect on the kick for Gaff, which gives the Saints enough time to cover a few bases here. Gaff wheeled onto the left. Presented it well for Cripps.
Shuey to Gaff. Time still for another score. It'll fall short for Kennedy to Ebert. And now Wingard, what can he set up? He heard the voice of Polek, but Gaff was right there with him.
Forward, Wellingham knocked it away. Another chance here for the Eagles. 9 points the lead. Still time for the Eagles. Schofield.
He wants to turn and go. The kick was effective, but it goes straight to Gaff.
100% down. A little bit of breeze on this one, and that one is going to just be over the line.
Andrew Gaff with a great goal from outside 50, and the Eagles are in front.
Turn back over their way and send Gaff charging through the middle. Kennedy was the one target. Hill has to contend with 2 lines, and he does it with consummate ease.
Well, he's had a few kicked on him.
No, he certainly doesn't. Doesn't come into the game too nervous, I would suspect. I think he's highly regarded.
I can tell you, playing on him, he's extremely tough on the lead.
He gets the spat stop. Well done, Gardner. 1-on-1 on 2. Unfortunately, wasn't able to put it back in his teammates' hands. So the Eagles will come again. Buick's had a real crack this afternoon. Was doing so again there. Hill just nursed the kick around for Gaff.
Had a go there, Rich, as well.
Lycett's been dangerous all over the ground all game, and it was a dangerous ball in. Gwilt handled it well, but the kick's not good. He puts it onto the chest of Gaff. 32 disposals now, and 2 goals to go with it. But so right across the centre square, and he's got a player on in Gaff. The kick not terrific, but it bounces nicely for Gaff. Plays on quickly and hits Marston, lace out.
Big leap down there, getting his hands to it. McGovern falls in front. Brilliant pickup by Gaff. Courageous too, head down, charged in there for the crumb. And Brown feeds it out, Prittis. Marston falling to the ground. It was clever. Brilliant kick around the corner by Gaff.
Wellingham ends up with it from Marston, and now Gaff can run. Kennedy running back with a football. Perfect for him. And what about that kick from Andrew Gaff?
No one able to take it cleanly. Comes out towards the back door, and the long kick went forward from Armfield. He kicked 4 last week. Might have to do it again today if they're going to get out of trouble. This was Butler.
Quiet last week, was able to feed the ball out. An impressive style from Yo, and Gaff's covered plenty of territory to get down there and posted up for a shot for goal from just on the 50.
Pretty good last week, Hutto too, Andrew Gaff.
And he goes for a short pass and
Decided to go the punch. Only landed as far as Tyson, who then just gave it back to Butler. Gaff kicks a good one around the boundary line, and Yo
doing squats, doing power cleans, working on that lower body strength.
Well, marching back to just a point. Gaff got it off hands, and Duggan did well to drift in and take the mark. Turned around Gawn, was nimble enough and sends it up to half forward. Hill got a little ride, and now West Coast have got numbers out in the back. They can just about run it all the way to the line. Gaff will steady from 15 out and level up the scores.
at the moment for the Pies. That's a wobbler.
Horrible kick.
Straight to Gaff. Touched. This is Gaff.
Great kick. And both missed, leaving the gate open for the Eagles.
Gaff carrying a big load. Possession wide. Use Schofield. I said And another. Sheed. Cripps. No doubt there's a big upside for the Eagles as to what they would produce, particularly in that second term. And some of those players...
There's no doubt about that. It's been questioned for years, but when he's not there, the functionality of this midfield is gone.
To hit Gaff, but unfortunately he doesn't hit Gaff. And so we keep reminding you, the wind is a big factor out there.
Got about 4 or 5 minutes of momentum, the Dockers, but not putting it on the board, and they're doing well, the Eagles just holding.
Hands it up, Hutchings, Gaff, and Darling gets a touch. Floats in with a fist in the end. Darling got there for the crumb. Gaff. Tunbridge.
Just couldn't quite get the legs in the right spot to make the big leap. And now the counter-attack on the opposite side of the ground. Hawthorn players, you can see them moving across.
Dan, it's only the first time this year that Sam Mitchell hasn't had 10 possessions in the first half, and he's turned it over.
At the back door, Pritis, Bruce, Gaff with the tackle.
Good assist came too from LaCroix. Marston out of defence, thumped away by Burgoyne. Opposite direction, Gaff gave it to Hill. Hill lays it off under pressure, Marston. Taken by Sheed, well done, Gaff. Oh, that was slick by the West Coast Eagles. Hand pass comes out wide. Collision coming up. Hutchings played it best. Gave it to Darling. Gaff cleverly, under pressure. Finds a teammate now in Cripps.
There he are, Shuey to Hutchings. So it's over. Gets it back to Hutchings. Is it coming back? And that's his second poster tonight.
West for the mill for McGovern, that one. Gaff. Shuey back to Gaff. Shepherd running hard. Out of ideas at the moment. Kicks it towards Gaff. Gaff, wonderful stuff. Knocked it down to his own advantage. Gave it to Pritis. Off to Darling and Gaff. I mentioned his running ethic. He kicks inside the forward 50 behind. That was a clever kick.